Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about drawing pretty faces. Today I'll use my Sketchy Brush Set and the first phase of every drawing my H2 pencil and the final sketch with my favorite sketchy line art. You can get this brush set and all my other brush sets on my website. Everyone with my brush sets gets lifetime of updates for free. I hope you'll check it out, and I'm leaving the link for my website in the description of this video. It's pretty difficult to define what is a pretty face, but I'm just trying to help you, so please don't judge me. I'll just tell you a few little tiny tricks that I would want you to know. So the first one is basically what for human eyes is pretty is most of the times also symmetrical. So the face you are drawing that you want it to be pretty needs to be pretty damn symmetrical. It really helps to get the pretty appearance for human eye. We want to see symmetrical things. So what you can do if you draw digitally, of course, is to just flip your drawing horizontally and you'll see all the mistakes that you have made. It's really easy and it's really handy. So, and it saves a lot of time in searching the mistakes, not knowing what's wrong with your drawing. Well, just flip it around and you'll know it immediately, believe me. So if you forget about doing it, like, I don't know, maybe write it on your right hand or whatever hand you're drawing. Just write it on your hand, like flip your drawing around, and you'll remember, because that's where you have to look all the time. You'll see it when you draw. So yeah, it's for the people like me that forget everything. So the next tip I have for you is, just like in real life, how better the hair fits the face, how better the face will look. So as you have seen posts about what kind of hair will fit your face shape and all this kind of stuff, it's the same when you draw someone. And when you have one particular face shape that you draw, you need to have the hair that will also fit that face. Maybe you have never thought about it. I have not thought about it for a long time, like a really long time, before I realized, like, wow, maybe I should think about it, maybe it's something important. And it was. You really need to think about those things. Also, when it comes to different face parts, like eyes with the lips and the nose and the face shape, they have to go together too. It's not like that there is one or two types of eyes that you can draw that will look pretty. It's all about how they interact with each other, with the whole face. So one really pretty type of eyes can still look not so good when you don't think about other parts of the face, and if you don't make it fit the eyes that you have drawn. So just try to maybe search some pictures, some references of pretty faces, and try to understand what is it about these faces that they are pretty. So there's that. The next thing, which is also really important, is the lines. You can draw identical drawing of a picture of a pretty face, but still it will not look so pretty. And it lies in the lines that you create. How do you do your line work and how do you sketch? Basically, how I create my drawings is sketching and leaving the sketch, then creating another layer, and on the first sketch I create one a little bit more precise sketch, but it's still pretty messy. I don't like to create really a precise line work. It just doesn't work for me, and I don't think it's really necessary. So what I would recommend for you is to try and create lighter lines, create more rough line work. For example, when you see your finished piece, you have drawn a face and you don't really like how it looks like, try to take one airbrush, an eraser, and erase some parts like the bottom part of the eyes or the middle part of the lips, or try to make the nose a little bit less dominant. Try to for example, the jawline doesn't have to be so defined, and just try to play with it, you know, just you have to experiment on yourself. I'm just here to help you go the right direction. So that was the third tip. I have a few things that can help you to kind of create more dynamic, lighter and more smooth lines, which is you need to have good brushes, of course. If you don't have my Sketchy Brush Set, or if you do have but you are not necessarily happy with your results, I hope not, but take your brush, and some people don't use that option, but as you see on my drawing right now on my tablet, I have the opacity pretty low. It's even less than the 50%, and you have to play with that. So it doesn't matter which brush do you use, my brush or any other brush, try to play with opacity and see if it helps you when the opacity is lower. Because always when you try to sketch, you try to draw something, like the first step, you need to have kind of a soft brush, so you can make a lot of mistakes, so you can play with your brush and everything. It's much easier when you have one really soft brush instead of one hard brush, because it basically doesn't work. You can just, it's like trying to sketch with a how do you call it, ink. It's like you try to sketch with ink, so it's just basically impossible. Some people can do that, but most of us can't. So yeah, basically I think I have said everything I wanted to say. Any other things that I would want you to know is that warming up is for sure also really important, but I think I say it in every freaking video, so I hope you already know it. But in case you are new, then subscribe to my channel, of course, and yeah, if you needed to know it, then now you know it. You need to warm up. So most of the times I also ignore my own damn advice with the warm up. You know, sometimes I'm just like, I just want to sketch something, I just want to draw something really quickly, and then I try to draw and it doesn't really look good because I didn't warm up. And finally, the drawing that I wanted to draw quickly, this drawing becomes my warm up, and the next drawing that I will draw at that time will become the final piece. It's always like this. Even recording this video, the pieces you see right now, those were the second, third and fourth piece. Those were not the first few. Those I had the one before those all, and the first one was really bad. So remember to warm up. Even if you don't warm up, remember that if you don't succeed to draw the first piece really beautifully, it's because you have to warm up, and the next one will be prettier. So there's that. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for watching, and let me know if you like this kinds of videos where I just talk and you can watch me drawing and everything. Let me know if you like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you want me to make more.